You're listening to KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine.
The opinions and views expressed in this program do not reflect those of KUCI, its management, or the UC Board of Regents. To find out more about this talk show or other talk shows broadcasting on KUCI, log on to our website at kuci.org or check out the latest program guide.
This is Ashton Marcus, and I'm on location at the Odyssey Theater for their presentation of Farragut North. Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with
Kathy Linder. I'm the director of Farragut North, which is playing at the Odyssey Theater in West LA, and we're a guest production at the theater company.
I really liked the performance tonight. I thought it was very, well, first of all, even though it was political, it wasn't like you have to hate someone. You know, it wasn't like you have to take sides. It wasn't that type of politics.
I tried to make it complex, and it's really about people standing up for their own ideals and fighting their inner struggle of, do I want to get ahead or do I want to hold on to my ideals? So I tried to really bring in a lot of humanity and not just people that are trying to screw each other, even though they do. May I say that? Okay. You know that it's not easy to throw your friend under a bus, but sometimes you want to do that to get ahead. And so I just wanted to bring that up in terms of how we all struggle with that in our careers. Some people, they maintain their ideals, and some people don't. And I think that's what's so strong about the play, that it is complex like that. I tried to make real relationships between the people so that when the questions came up of who was going to get ahead, that it had some resonance for the audience in their own life. And the playwright, Bill Williman, said that he set the arena in politics, but it could take place in any arena. You know, IBM, Home Depot, entertainment media. So I just wanted to bring in the more universal thing, even though it is about politics. But you find people like that everywhere.
Basically, I liked all the people here, even though I really would not have liked to work with these people. They would have been a real bad environment to work in. And also, I don't want them raising my children either. But you played them such that I really liked all the characters.
Oh, good. Well, I tried to make them likable and human, and they have charisma. Charisma is their currency in the play, and so you know, I just wanted to make them like us, but that they go to a different level of intensity because their stakes are higher, perhaps, than our regular stakes. You know, they're trying to elect a president and make a difference. They are. So they have a good heart about it. But in the end, if their candidate doesn't win the primary, they are out of a job. So, and they could be out of a job for 4 years to the next political cycle. So, you know, their stakes are high.
I love your choice of casting. What do you look for in your casting?
I look for actors that are real, that listen well, that are not too theatrical, that are not overly done. And so when these people came in, I looked at all the different choices, and I tried to pick the actors that would work well together, but yet be very natural. And I tried to go for more of a film style than an over-the-top theater style. And I think I'm glad that you saw that, because that's what I was going for.
Once again, I really love your choice of characters. Again, they all fit into it. Even the people I'm unfamiliar with, because I'm actually very familiar with some of the actors around it. So I thought you made a fantastic choice on your casting.
Well, I had a very good casting director who brought in really good people and helped me with my selections, and also the producer Raquel Lehrman. She also was there at all the auditions, and we worked together as a team to really pull the best people that we felt would deliver the characters the way that we saw them. And we saw a lot of good people. I was very impressed with the amount of talent that came out to audition. We had almost 1,500 submissions for the play for 8 roles, and we saw maybe 75 people. So it was hard. It was hard to choose, but I think you know, we tried to be true to the characters as presented by the playwright, and I think I'm very happy with our choices. And
Once again, I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was riveting. Plus, it's also something I can bring my children to, because in theater, I have to be cognizant of the fact there's a lot of theater I can't bring my kids to. This one was actually something in which I actually was good for the whole family.
What do you think about the language, though?
Well, the language might be a little rough, but last week I was seeing cannibalism.
Oh my gosh!
No, that's how intense theater gets.
Oh my gosh! Oh wow! So I guess this is pretty lightweight, and they've heard all these words before anyway, right? Depending on how old your children are.
Yeah. Once again, I really loved the performance. I thought you did a fantastic job with the direction and the casting.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Appreciate your support, and it's only going to get better and better. I think opening night is great, but as the actors go through 6 weeks, it's just going to get more on fire, more deeper, and I can't wait to see what happens with it myself. And now I'm going to let them go. I'm done with my job, but now they'll take over and make it their own and keep making it better and better. So people should just keep checking in.
Once again, you did a fantastic job. I love the piece. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Oh, thank you for coming and supporting us. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with...
Hi, Jeffrey Lower. I'm playing Paul Zara in this production of Farragut North. Paul's, I mean, he generally works for sort of insurgent wackos. Is one of the lines from the play. I like to play him because he's like an everyman. He's like the sort of person that you'd never be able to pick out of a crowd.
Actually, I love this piece. Well, first of all, it is about politics, but it's not political. It's not like when you go you're forced to choose sides and all. You're forced to hate the other guy. I actually liked everyone in the show.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I think it does have sort of a universal appeal. It's not just a political story. It's a good yarn. It's a good lots of good twists coming at it. So it's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, even though, again, you played a really nice guy there, but I kind of get the feeling that he wasn't a very nice guy. He was actually very tough. He was very fair. He had to do killer decisions, though. Even though, again, the way you played him, he seemed like your father.
Sure. I think that's part of why I was attracted to playing him, is I feel, because you think he's just a very nice person, but then he does have and has to have a very thick skin and a very carnivorous approach to.
If my viewers decide to come by and see this piece, what should they expect to see?
Like we were saying, I don't think they should expect just politics. They should expect humanity trying to be at its best, but exposing its worst.
Yeah. Once again, I really love the piece, and I really loved you in it.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for being on the show.
All right, you bet. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with
Jack Tynan. Well, I'm a New York-based actor at the moment, living in LA and starring in Farragut North. I play Stephen Bellamy. Well, Stephen is, I think, a misunderstood guy who's had a bit of a hard upbringing. It's taught him that he needs to prove himself in life, and when life throws him a curveball, he doesn't quite know how to deal with it.
I really loved your character, and I love the way you played. You played him like a regular human being, but in a sense, he was a real killer. He was a real shark.
Yeah, well, he does take quite a turn, but I think that's the point of the story, is what desperation does to you and how that can really affect you, and putting that up against your career goals and your personal goals, and which wins out.
Also, again, I usually don't like the leading men who basically they're this perfect people who don't do anything wrong, and they're like these, but your character was he was very flawed in a sense, and the flaw was so realistic. He was this prodigy at 15. He was very intelligent, but now it's like he fails. And as like most prodigies, what do I do? I've never failed before in my whole life. How can I live myself?
I think that's exactly right. I think the biggest part is that he has never failed, and how on top of all of it happening at once, him failing in a lot of areas all at once. How do you deal with that? He certainly doesn't deal with it well, and I think it's very Aristotle-like in that the hero is not a hero. he doesn't have a great ending necessarily, and that's something that actually somehow works in an interesting story.
If my viewers decide to see this piece, what should they expect to see?
I should hope that they expect to see a really entertaining evening of entertainment, and if they can take away some laughs from it, but also, looking inside themselves and thinking about what they might think about failing and how they might react to failures, and perhaps it'll help them act in better ways than I.
Once again, I really love the way you did your performance. I love the piece in general. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with
Jennifer Cannon. I have a couple of degrees in music and acting and vocal performance. I've been in LA a few years now by way of, oh goodness gracious, Manhattan, London, Germany, Tennessee, Mississippi, Florida, Texas, all over, traveling performer of sorts. I play Ida Horowitz, a traveling political journalist for the New York Times. She is a extremely well-educated individual who is seeking a position somewhere higher up, like in the White House, per se, like a White House correspondent, and she is here to uncover the truth of what might be going on in the political arena.
I love the way you guys played it. I love your performance also in it. It reminded me a bit of, like, say, The West Wing, or House of Cards.
You said the magic word, West Wing, and of course House of Cards. Yes, it's the same kind of flow to the language, as well as situation that everybody's going through is very relevant for today, which what House of Cards and West Wing are. They're relevant issues of today in the political sense.
If my viewers decide to come by and see this piece, what should they expect to see?
They should expect to see everything that you love and hate about politics.
Yeah, again, I love the piece. Like what you said, the people there, they're all, I like them all, even though I'd hate to have worked with these people. I mean, I don't want them around my children either, or anything like that.
Yes, it's true. Politics is a very interesting arena to be a part of. I've often heard politicians that I've known say that you can't get to the top without sleeping with somebody. And what that means is you have a little dirt on your hands to get as high up as some of these people do. So you're sort of seeing why people might do that, and why they might do it to certain people who are close to them. So it's really uncovering what I think is at the base of all human nature, which is we're all trying to survive.
Actually, journalism isn't that easy either.
Amen, amen. I've done that research for this character. Absolutely, amen.
Yeah. Once again, I loved you. Also, my viewers actually remember you from ICT, from Abigail.
Yes, that's where I remember you from as well. Abigail 1702, International City Theater, and I was Abigail Williams. It's good to see you again.
That's right. Yeah, I thought you did a fantastic job then. Thought you did a fantastic job tonight too. Awesome.
Thank you. Very different situation, but is it? I mean, human nature and survival. That's really what we're doing here.
Okay. Yeah, once again, I love the piece. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you, my dear. It's good to see you again.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with...
I'm Andy Umberger. I'm an American actor. Was in New York for about 12 years before I moved out here about 20 years ago. So started my career in stage and came out here to do film and television. And I came out here sort of temporarily to see how it would go, and here I am 20 years later, so obviously I liked it. I play Tom Duffy. Tom is he's a guy he's an operator. I mean, he's been in the system for a long time. He knows how to play the game very, very well. I don't think he has evil intentions.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I loved your performance. I thought you just nailed the character. I'm not sure if I like your character that much because he was kind of he was a blunt instrument. That's what he was. Yeah. He was like a gun. You just point the guy at someone and it just happens. That was him.
Yeah, yeah, to a certain degree, right? Yeah, I mean, and he in the piece, I think he just sort of forces the action here. I mean, he puts it in motion for everything that happens to Steve. Yeah.
If my viewers decide to come by and see this piece, what should they expect to see?
I think they're going to see something really kind of relevant to what's going on today. I mean, even though this piece is 9 years old now, or even older than that. I mean, I think it really resonates today with our political situations.
Once again, I thought you did a fantastic job. I just love the piece. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine. I'm here with
Margaret Fagan. I moved here from Dallas about 2 months ago. LA is weird. Cool weird, but yeah, it's good. I played Molly Pearson. She is the 19-year-old intern on the Morris campaign who has a penchant for older men. I understand her. We're very similar people, not in the sleeping with older men part, but yeah, I think we'd be good friends. I understand where she's coming from. She's just a regular teenager, you know, trying to figure out, wanting to do good, wanting to make the country better. You know, she's really getting wrapped up in all of the thought behind the campaign.
Yeah, I liked all the characters. Actually, they had a lot of charisma. I found them very likable, but actually they weren't that nice people. They were really a bunch of sharks in a tank.
Well, that's what you're supposed to think about the characters. They're just regular people trying to, they're just trying to survive, because it is pretty cutthroat, the business that they're in, or it could be any business. Kathy likes to repeat what Bo says about how this could be any workplace, and it's just it's just about people trying to survive in the world and being selfish. You know, we shouldn't act like that. We should be altruistic and think about others and put the best for the group above the best for the self, but we don't.
If my viewers decide to come by and see this piece, what should they expect to see?
Underwear.
Okay. For those who haven't seen the play, I understand what you mean. Oh, you really blew me over that one. Okay. I really enjoyed the piece. I thought it was riveting because it was like watching an episode of West Wing. I love the characters. I love the meter, the way they talked. I love the story. It was a real page turner. And also the ending, I felt very good about the ending. Even though, again, it wasn't a happy ending, but I felt very good about the ending.
It's a very realistic ending. Although a lot of people have told me, you know what, Molly should have worked it so that she was going to be on top, and she was the mastermind behind it all. I don't know about that, but it was definitely not happy, but very realistic.
I love the piece. I loved you in it also. Thank you. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with
Francisco Rodriguez. I'm originally a Texan actor, and after that I was in Florida, and now finally I'm here in Los Angeles, enjoying my time. I play Frank. He's a reporter for the LA Times, and the waiter. The waiter is a very interesting guy. He's a first-generation American, and he essentially is from a bit of a difficult background, trying to essentially fix his life. His family is under a lot of duress, and he's really kind of trusting in the Morris campaign to pull through and essentially fix things in America for him and the people around him.
If my viewers decide to come by and see this piece, what should they expect to see?
They should expect to see a really well-worded, edgy political drama. Bo Willimon is fantastic, obviously, as you know, House of Cards. He's just a brilliant writer, and it keeps you at the edge of the seat. Really, the play's a page-turner.
Yeah. Again, I really liked it. It wasn't political in a sense that you had to hate the Republicans or hate the Democrats. It was actually pretty well done. It reminded me a lot of West Wing.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. There was definitely I would say an exploration within the party, because they didn't necessarily villainize the Republicans, because that wasn't the bad guy. Really, it was about really human behavior. The way that we treat each other and the way that we essentially sometimes give into the worst part of ourselves.
Once again, I love the piece. I loved you in it also.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for being on the show.
A pleasure. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with
Adam Faison. So I'm an actor currently based in Los Angeles. Started off, just graduated from Pitzer College. Remember the Claremont colleges? And yeah, started off acting in San Diego in theater, a little bit professionally, and then moved here and started acting a little bit in TV, film, and more theater here. So yeah, that's my.
And which character did you play?
I was Benjamin Fowles. He starts off a little bit kind of calculated, and he doesn't want to take too many missteps, but he does want to be heard.
You know, I kind of like the meter of this entire play. It's kind of like, you know, how Shakespeare has a meter. This one definitely had some kind of song to it.
Yeah. The meter? Oh, okay, yeah, definitely. I mean, especially even, I think who does that really well is like Andy. He has a very kind of interesting cadence to him. He plays Tom Duffy, and he has a great cadence to his speech, and the back and forth is also really amazing. You can kind of see it in Mr. Williman's writing in House of Cards, but it has a really nice sort of back and forth to it, and it's really quick, which I love. So, yeah.
It kind of sounded a little bit like The West Wing.
It did. Oh my gosh, yes. There's definitely, and it's got that sort of drama to it too. I think House of Cards kind of takes like a little bit of more of like a little bit more sterile and maybe dark approach, and West Wing takes a little bit of a lighter, more maybe dramatic in that sense. It's a little bit lighter at points, but you know, it's kind of interesting to see how it sort of parallels a little bit of both of those political dramas. So yeah.
If my viewers decide to come by and see this piece, what should they expect to see?
I think they should expect to see a little bit of deception, you know, a little bit of excitement, power exchange, power shift, and I think they should also expect to have a good time, and it's almost kind of like a roller coaster of emotions for a lot of people when they come out of it, and they're really excited to kind of delve into these really exciting characters. So yeah, a lot of excitement and power shift is really exciting about it too. So yeah.
Well, I really had a fantastic time tonight. I really loved the piece. I actually liked you. I really loved you in the piece also.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Farragut North will be playing at the Odyssey Theater from April 15th to May 21st. For more information, go to www.odysseytheater.com. This is Ashton Marcus, and I'm on location at the Santa Monica Playhouse for their Magic Monday performance.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with...
Oh, I'm Albie Selznick. I am the host and curator of Magic Monday LA, which is basically over 50 of the best magicians and variety acts over the next 18 weeks coming down to Santa Monica Playhouse every Monday. All ages welcome. Literally the best of the best. I mean, I got the best of the best to come here from now until August 28th. Every show starts at 7:30 with a close-up magician in the close-up in the sort of a courtyard out here, and then we go in for the 8 o'clock show. It lasts about an hour and 15 minutes.
I really enjoyed myself tonight. First of all, I've seen magic before, obviously on television. Usually I'm pretty far away. I'm usually not that close to magic.
Yeah, that's the whole thing, is to do like an intimate place. It's kind of like the Magic Castle in that sense, except that the Magic Castle is a great place, but it's very expensive. It's very elite. You have to dress up. You have to be over 21. So we're trying to do kind of like a West Side casual Magic Castle that's affordable for everybody. But yeah, I really wanted to make it intimate, so you could be right up in their faces.
My show is actually a theater show. I cover all theater in Southern California. I'm surprised at how much acting, how much presentation, how much stage presence, how much movement you actually need to be a magician. You're actually really a performer.
Well, I am. I'm basically an actor. I was just on The Last Tycoon. It's this new Amazon show that's coming out in July with Kelsey Grammer. I did 4 episodes, and I usually act mostly, but I used to be a magician when I was a kid, and about 5 years ago I got back into it to write a show called Smoke and Mirrors, which I did around town and then in New York, which is about why I got into magic. And it's an acting magic show. Very emotional, very intense, but with amazing magic. My dad had died when I was a kid. He gave me a magic set, which is why I got into magic in the first place. So I was really drawn to trying to make a story about magic, and I did that, and I loved it. And then we started doing this sort of on the off nights, this Magic Monday thing, which is getting other magicians that I know to come in and do this show. And I pick specifically magicians that have kind of a theatrical background, because I like telling stories with magic. I like magic to be kind of like a special effect as part of a story. So as you see, Andrew and I both do that, and almost every magician I have has kind of a reason for doing magic. They're not just up there doing tricks. You know, they're trying to kind of say something and connect with their audience in an emotional way, you know, in a story way.
One last question I always ask this of actors, you know, that I really, really admire and all that. I don't get to speak to that many magicians. If one of my viewers actually wanted to be a magician, what would they do? How would you go about doing something like that?
You know, it used to be you would go to what was it? You would go to the magic shop. There's a magic shop called Magic Apple, and get books and learn. Now you can go to YouTube. Everything is on YouTube. Just type in whatever you want to learn, or come and see Magic Monday, and I'll tell you more.
Once again, I really love the performance. Again, I don't see that much magic, so I was really, really entertained. I really love the performance. Thank you very much for being on the show.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Magic Monday will be performing at the Santa Monica Playhouse from May 2nd to June 27th. For more information, go to www.magicmondayla.com.